Good afternoon to everyone. It's me Haribhadur Kaur. I am from Kathmandu University. I am a student of M.Med in Mathematics, second semester. Today I am going to present some topics about research methodology. In second semester, there is one of the course research methodology, course code EDUC 509, and our course facilitators are respected Assistant Professor Indramani Sesser and presenter it's me Haribhadur Kaur. Let me present my slides. Introduction to literature review, that is to conduct research. One of the important tasks is we have to review, or every researcher, every educator should review the concerned literature. A literature review is a critical summary of existing research. To conduct research, we have to search the relevant literature about the researcher's topic, identifies why we review literature, that is, identifies gaps, trends, and key findings. And types of literature reviews, there are different types of literature review: thematic review, theoretical review, empirical review, and policy review. And I am going to just define and give examples of different types of review. That is thematic review. Thematic review means a thematic review organizes existing research based on key themes or topics rather than individual studies. And thematic review helps identify patterns, trends, and relationships across different works. That is, what is the relationship between the research and the previously conducted research about that topic, and focuses on themes and patterns across studies. An example of thematic review, that is mathematics anxiety in students, that is causes fear of failure and teacher influence, effects low confidence, poor performance, that is causes, effects, solutions, that is the theme, maybe theme. Interactive teaching methods, peer support. An example to technology in mathematics education. Technology in mathematics education, in this topic, theme may be digital tools, that is using GeoGebra, Desmos, especially in teaching mathematics, and student engagement levels and effectiveness of blended learning. These may be themes. Theoretical review. Another review, that is theoretical review. A theoretical review focuses on analyzing and comparing existing theories. What are the existing theories related to a particular topic, that is related to a researcher's topic? It helps in understanding the conceptual framework and theoretical foundation of research. That is, theoretical review helps researchers to understand the conceptual framework and theoretical foundation of research. Examines theories and models related to the research topic, builds a strong theoretical framework. Theoretical review builds a strong theoretical framework, build of confident level, increase confidence level of researcher. Example of theoretical review, that is constructivism in mathematics learning. How to apply constructivism in mathematics learning, that is Piaget theory of cognitive development, and Vygotsky's social constructivism. We would look the research with the lens of Vygotsky's social constructivism or Piaget's theory of cognitive development. An example to problem solving in mathematics. In problem solving in mathematics, we apply different teaching methods. One of the important methods for calculating, that is problem solving methods, which was developed by George Polya. Polya's four-step problem solving model and Bloom's taxonomy and higher order thinking. These are the theoretical pattern. Another literature review is empirical review. An empirical review analyzes studies based on real world data. Empirical review based on real world data, experiments and observation. It focuses on research that uses quantitative or qualitative data to support findings. Especially in empirical review focuses the usage of quantitative or qualitative data to support findings. Focuses on research studies with the real data and findings. Compares different methodologies and results. Example of empirical review: impact of flipped classroom is mathematics. That is impact of flipped classroom in mathematics. Experimental studies comparing flipped versus traditional classrooms. That is comparison. Experimental studies comparing flipped versus traditional classroom. Student performance data. Example 2, that is gender differences in mathematics achievement. Policy review. Policy review evaluates and analyzes the policies related to a specific topic, often discussing their impact. What is the impact of current policy, effectiveness and implementation? Examines education policies and frameworks and analyzes effectiveness and implementation challenges. In policy review, we analyze the effectiveness and implementation challenges. Example of policy review: mathematics curriculum reforms in Nepal. That is mathematics curriculum reforms in Nepal. That is according to national curriculum framework. What is the present that is condition of curriculum, and how and why we reform mathematics curriculum in Nepal. Another example: national curriculum framework changes, government initiatives. There are different governmental policies, and specification grid of class 3 compulsory mathematics. That is one of the policy review of example of policy review. Then next example, STEM education policy, global policies on STEM education, and success stories and challenges. What is the success stories of STEM education and what are the challenges? And research gap. According to Miles, that is the paper provided by our facilitator, we studied Miles paper 2017, defines a research gap as an area where knowledge is missing, incomplete or unexplored within existing literature. Identifying research gaps helps researchers justify their study and contribute to the advancement of knowledge in a particular field. Identifies what is missing in existing studies. Research gap identify the missing studies of the existing paper, justifies the need for further research. Examples of research gap: lack of studies on AI-based math tutoring in Nepal, and limited research on mathematical creativity in primary education. Different types of research gap. There are 7 types of research gap. Evidence gap, a gap caused by insufficient or inconclusive evidence supporting a phenomenon. Example, some studies suggest meditation improves memory, but there is no strong experimental evidence to confirm this. And second, knowledge gap, when existing research lacks a well-defined framework or concept to explain a phenomenon. Example, research on climate change communication lacks a clear conceptual model or how people perceive climate risks. Practical knowledge gap, when research fails to provide practical application or solution to real world problems. Example, studies on poverty reduction focus on policies but don't provide practical strategies for local communities. And next one, methodological gap, a gap due to limitation in research methods used in previous studies. Example, previous studies on student performance used only surveys, but qualitative interviews would provide deeper insight. That is methodological gap. And fifth, empirical gap, a lack of sufficient studies on a topic, often due to limited data or inconsistent findings. Studies on the effect of AI in education focus mainly on developed countries, but little research exists on its impact in the context of Nepal. Theoretical gap, a gap in existing theories or models that need further refinement or new perspectives. Example of theoretical gap, a researcher finds that existing motivation theories do not fully explain employee productivity in remote work environment. And population gap, when a specific group or demographic has been overlooked in research. Example, most studies on online learning focus on university students, while little research exists on its impact on primary school children. And critical perspectives, many reviews lack diversity, relying too much on Western studies. More region-specific research in education is needed. Some reviews focus on quantity over quality. A good review synthesizes rather than just listening studies. And in conclusion, literature review. Literature review is essential for understanding existing knowledge. So, literature review is compulsion to conduct research. Thematic, theoretical, empirical, and policy reviews structure research. Identifying research gaps ensures meaningful contributions. Thank you for watching. And references, Miles, DA 2017, a taxonomy of research gaps, identifying and defining the 7. Okay, thank you very much.